Hi there, Theresa here from theresamonro.com. These are my notes. Those are my sprays of light. This is one of my favorite artists, so I thought I'd film in a new space. That was a little bit fun. I love how the doors are purple here. All the different colors here typically represent the rays of light in this house. All the jewel tones. It's fun. You even have teal from the, let's see, the 8th ray of light, and we have violet here from the 7th, and we have the blue from the 1st ray of light, and then we have white from the 4th, so it's kind of fun. Then we have a little bit of magenta back here, if you can see. So the light comes in this way, so it's sometimes a little bit hard to see the details. But I wanted to touch base with you this week about the upcoming Rays of Light session for this Sunday, and this one's a little bit of a big one, and it's soft, and the hair is a little fluffy in yeah, in this weather. It's really funny because I was watching a past video, which, by the way, if you guys like blog posts, check out the blog that is on my website, and the link is down below. It's under energy updates, but it's really more of a blog and that sort of thing. But I posted something about the new moon and the full moon and the rituals that I like to use. This is typically one of my favorite corners because I have access to all the sprays of light back here, which are like always expanding. It's interesting, the different ideas that they have to put the rays of light in your hand to be able to work with them. One way is to be joining us for group work on Sundays, and it's at 9 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time, and it goes typically anywhere between 20 minutes and an hour, and they provide you with all kinds of upgrades to your energy system, to DNA upgrades, and that sort of thing. So we keep it at a low rate so that you're able to join, and then the beauty of it is afterwards you're able to join. If you need a one-on-one session after that, you get them for a discounted rate of $99 for an hour session. So that's the beauty of, if you sign up for some of these things, you get some other perks and discounts and things like that. And those that hear about new blog posts typically are on my mailing list, and there's a way to sign up for that. But for those that are interested in joining for this Sunday's session, we are focusing all about the Father God aspect and the healing the inner divine masculine. So if there is a man in your life that you think might benefit, please share that with them. Say, hey, this is somebody who, I don't know, do your jam. If it you know, is something that resonates, but what does that mean to be doing healing for the divine masculine? How does that affect me if I'm a woman? All of us have a piece of the divine masculine within us. We all have a relation to the, a relationship with the divine masculine in the form of Father God, in the form of all of the faces of the divine masculine, which are all of the masculine archangels. You know, like you've heard of Michael, and you've heard of Gabriel and Raphael, and, you know, Metatron and Sandalphon. And you've got, you know, the masculine ascended masters that help out, you know, like El Moria is a big one. So these are aspects of the blue ray of light, that cobalt blue that's back here. It's very protective. What they're wanting to do is to go and reset the programming and the beliefs around relationship to the divine masculine, what it is to embody that. So within all of us, it will be helping that relationship. For some, that'll be assisting your relationship to your own fathers, whether deceased or not. And you're going to be helping heal some lineage relationship there to any of the males in the family, or for the males in the family. Typically, if you're a male, it'll be healed a little bit differently compared to, or shift or release, you know, old patterns and old belief systems and old miasms that have gone back for, you know, I've seen it go back as far as like 50, 60 generations, which is quite a long ways back. And that's always quite surprising to see that happen. But how that'll happen is, what you end up seeing is you have a more smooth relationship within yourself, your beliefs about what it is to be masculine, your relationship to men, relationship to people that embody the masculine, that are possibly in a feminine body, you know, a female gendered body. So this is more about taking a look at repairing and resetting the, you know, original blueprint and bringing in the higher dimensional relationship templates for moving forward. So if you have struggled in any kind of way with the masculine aspect of yourself, or the abuse of the masculine, which is really, a lot of people will say, oh, that's the old patriarchal system. Really, it's an abuse of of power across the board. It's not just the women, but it's also the men. So it's abuse of the patriarchal paradigm. It's abuse of the masculine power. And so it's resetting all of that so that you can move forward more peaceful. There's a reason why they're doing it on Father's Day, and I didn't know that because they just tell me what they want to focus on for the next month. For like the month of July, there's 5 Sundays, so they're like, okay, here are the 5 things that we want you to do. I don't know at the time that, you know, father healing or healing the divine masculine was going to fall on Father's Day. I had no idea. I just roll with it when they give me a date. So I'm trying to think about the ways that this would affect you. So for some of you, if you've been like, some people have shut off their connection to the divine feminine. Some have shut off their connection to the divine masculine. This will help repair that, because what happens is you have the threefold flame that is 1/16 of an inch tall in your heart. These flames connect out through your heart line. This is different from your heart line, but they connect along the heart line, which is your main connection to source, which is realigned for you in every session that you show up for, whether it is an intuitive session or you show up for the group sessions every Sunday. So it's, what happens is you have the 3 original founder flames. So you have the blue ray, which is Father God. You have the yellow ray, which is the Christ child, Christ consciousness, illumination, wisdom. It's yellow. The third one is pink, and that is Mother God and all about love and unconditional love. The blue, you know, does personal power, divine masculine, boundaries, self-love. Like, it gets, there's a bunch of subcategories to these sorts of things. And one way to really connect with it is through like the Cleanse and Shield spray that I'll often use. There's also the Divine Masculine spray, which is something that is currently on sale on my website for anybody that, you know, feels called to work with that. It'll help reset that part of your energy field just by spraying it. It brings those beings of light that are working with it to your side immediately. So what I was saying was, I lost my train of thought. Sometimes when I'm filming these, I can hear what other conversations are happening in the moment. And I know I can hear some of you going, here's what you were talking about. But yeah, it's going to prepare your relationship to God, to your own inner masculine self. If some of you, like say some women that embody the divine feminine, have had to really show more of their masculine side, this will help shift a lot of that. If you've been abused by the masculine, this is something that will help heal that. They're talking to me about the critical mind and the critical communication, because it also rules the throat chakra. So if you are wanting to be more of a compassionate communicator, this is something that's going to be for you. If you're wanting to heal communication at all and it's been like forceful or dominant or something that may be labeled masculine but it's actually an abuse of the masculine ways, this is something for you. So typically what happens in these sessions is you sit back and it's over the phone, and it's by group, which means it's amplified healing. Like if it's just you and you're just healing yourself, you make an impact on the world, but it heals so much more quickly when it's in groups, which ironically is something that's easier for me to deal with, are groups of people instead of just one. When you show up, you typically will see magically, you will see all kinds of relationships repaired really, really quickly. People that you maybe, you know, that are in relation or in relation to what's being healed here, like your father, or to men, or your view on men, or what it is to be masculine, or if you're switching from being really masculine to being more feminine, this is going to assist you. There's also going to be a divine feminine healing one, which will be great for a large group of women, also for those that are embodying the feminine that are in a masculine body. When you show up for the call, it's completely anonymous. Nobody knows who you are. You show up as you are. I'm the only one that knows, like, who signed on and who didn't, by what phone number. There's options for listening online so that you can sit back and meditate and you don't have to worry about headphones and that sort of thing. So it's quiet. It's different from other meditations because you're going to experience the beings of light present with you. Sometimes you get to take off for different retreats, and Metatron puts you in your light body, and you take off, and the angels are with you. For, you know, some of you where you're like, I think I'd rather stay in body, you get to stay in your body. Sometimes there's healing going on with the physical body and the spiritual body at the same time on different energetic levels. It's really transformational, and it's the same levels of healing happening in group setting as in one-to-one. One-to-one for me is a little bit boring. It isn't necessary for me to sit with you for 40 minutes. I can just set the intention in 2 sentences and you receive all the healing that you need. That's typically how I work. And so I'm figuring out a way, like the angel blessings are like that, where the healing is instantaneous. But it's something that I haven't exactly figured out how to communicate, that I don't have to sit with you in the traditional healing session. If you show up and you just want abundance healing in, say, like 2 sentences, I can completely shift that based on how I work. So if this is something that you feel drawn towards and something that you would like to heal within yourself, because some people really push away their connection to the masculine and blame the masculine for it. So this heals all of that without having to talk about it, because sometimes just labeling it and talking about it is helpful, but sometimes it won't shift it. So this will shift things that a lot of times don't need to be labeled, and it's pretty simple. You come out of it, and the beauty of it, what I love about it every single week, is sometimes there's a lot of emotion shifting about an hour prior, and you're like, whew, this is a lot, but that's the rays of light already working with you. And the beauty of it is, while you're there and for a few hours afterwards, you're just in complete bliss. You don't feel the heaviness. Even if you're like, I don't know if I resonate with what this subject is, but I really enjoy getting to get a relief from suffering and have actual healing of what is causing that suffering to be released. If that's something that resonates with you, and they showed me 1313, which is the divine feminine. If that's something that resonates with you, please sign up with us for Sunday. And I love it because then you get to have a discounted one-on-one rate if you want it. Just let us know and we'll send you the link to be able to purchase that. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but the main ray of light that we will be working with this week is the blue ray of light. It's a cobalt blue, same color as the sprays. You can sign up on theresamonroe.com. And, oh, the other part that they want me to mention is, no matter whether or not you're able to show up or not, I can set the time for you to receive the healing at a different time, and these rays of light, and have the beings of light be with you at a different time, if that's more convenient for you. So, like, if you're in Australia and it's 4 in the morning when this is going on, actually I think it's more like 6 or 7 in the morning, if that, you know, like the next day on Monday, which you're getting ready for work, we can set it for a different time. You just let us know. Just email us when you sign up, or email us beforehand, and we'll be happy to let you know. Yes, we can accommodate that. Just let us know. It can't be several weeks in advance and that sort of thing. So all of the healing happens at the same time, but because time is a human construct, there is the ability to, I could just talk to the energy and say, okay, this needs to show up at this time, at this day, and it does. And that's more or less how it works. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. They keep directing me to rose water. Oh, that's because there's different rays of light that are supporting the cobalt blue ray. So something may be karmically related, and they're clearing through quite a bit of karma related to the masculine. There may be the third ray of light, and they keep showing me the rose water again. So some of you may want to get some rose water, but the love spray is has rose water in it, and that's super beneficial for this, because some of you that are especially trying to shift from being super masculine into more feminine, which is something that's affecting the indigo races right now, then that's, you know, beneficial for you. And yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Would love to have you sign up. It's this Sunday, and yeah, it's only $44. And then if you sign up for that, you get access to a one-on-one for just $99. So there are different rates for you if that's something that you prefer. And if you're looking for the free stuff, stay tuned to this channel, and watch out for the cards that come out every single Monday for the energy of the week on my Instagram account. I'm not active on my Facebook right now because I'm really trying to get brave enough to just disconnect from that altogether. The collective energy isn't good, and because they chose the color blue, there's a lot of abuse of power in terms of communication and you know, privacy issues and that sort of thing. And the collective is more harsh there than on Instagram. So if you want to see more about the energy of the cards of the week, hang on that day. But otherwise, we'll see you, or we'll hear from you, or we'll send you Sunday at 9 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is on Father's Day. It would make a great Father's Day gift for you and the family if you guys are ones that really enjoy meditating together, and to have a whole healing session for the family, because it will it'll shift the entire dynamic within a family. And the group work is fantastic, because once you heal it for you in this particular lifetime, it heals all the way back through all of the ancestors, and all the ancestors are present when that happens on a spiritual level from a higher self perspective, and they are there, and they're super excited and thanking you, because you've also shifted it for other people in the family that are currently alive. It's ancestral clearing is one of the most fascinating thing right now. Anyway, you were supported by the rays of light right now, sending you lots of love, and yeah, check out the blog post about the new moon rituals, which it's not too late for that if you're watching this. And yeah, that's the other thing they're mentioning. You can go back in time. You can say, okay, I wish to go back in time to that new moon, and here are my intentions for that. Because Mikael's always talking about, some people call him Michael, but his proper pronunciation is Mikael. It means perfect one of God. When you call him Michael, you're just calling him like Mike. And he'll still answer to it, but it's sort of like my name is properly pronounced Theresa. It's light language for bringer of the rays of light. Ironic that that's what my parents, you know, said. Yeah, here's what her name is, and it came to me in the womb. So to my mom. But anyway, just to let you know, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope this resonates for you. Would love to have you, so be sure to go sign up. It is TheresaMonro.com. The link is below. It's under the group healing circle, or weekly healing sessions, or the weekly group sessions. However, I'm trying to figure out a way to get rid of the word healing, because it's I'm not the one doing the healing. This is happening between your soul level and the rays of light and source. It's about connecting you directly to source. All right, so lots of love. Bye.